want to welcome you to another exciting moment of our edition, our interactive radio live program called Young Adult with a Teen Specialist. In this month of August, we'll be looking at this topic, boredom. Though a very common but yet misunderstood topic, boredom, and it is just so timely. Studies have shown that 85% of young people report feeling bored most of the time. And that particular I am bored, have become a constant song in our ears as parents at home. So this topic is for young adults, teenagers and preteens, wherever you are. Please carry your chair, sit tight. And if you are a parent, drag down your young child close to you to listen to this exciting topic, boredom, that we are about to go into. We started last week and we actually created a foundation of what boredom is all about. Should we be concerned about this particular topic, boredom? If our kids are bored, should we be worried? Should we be concerned? And answers we're giving, we're looking at other aspects of boredom today. Last week, we actually started the foundation on what is boredom. And if I could actually take our mind back, we said the feeling of helplessness, feeling of not being fully engaged in something that is interesting to us, when somebody is having this uncomfortable feeling of emptiness, you're not being satisfied, something is happening to you, and you can't actually pinpoint what that is, but you feel so as if something is lacking, something is not there, you are helpless, you are restless, all of those kind of feelings that come upon someone when somebody is not fully engaged in an interesting or a fulfilling or a meaningful activity is what we refer to what as boredom. So let's take it from that particular premise. Mrs. Mercy, what do you think boredom is for people that are just joining us for the first time on this particular topic? What is boredom?
Yeah, I think you have said it all. You've been restless,
Okay.
not showing interest in anything, and in most cases you can't really tell what exactly you really want. You're just like not comfortable with yourself, and sometimes even with people around you.
Okay.
I think that's boredom.
Okay.
Maybe like you said, because you are not finding the activity around you at that
Interesting
time
or
interesting.
meaningful or that's fully engaging.
Exactly.
Okay, let's take it to this other. I want to answer this particular question. This indeed. Why does boredom occur? Because last week we actually created that foundation that boredom occurs to every age group. To every age, whether the young, the old, everybody do complain.
I remember saying
Yes.
that are young people supposed to
Because
be
like,
bored? Like, what are they really thinking?
bored, and your mind has that young people are more bored than adults. No, so you like but your own mind that we didn't use the word stress.
Okay.
We didn't use the word worrying. We didn't use the word anxiety. One cannot say, okay, why should they be stressed? Of course, young people are stressed also. They don't worry about feeding, they don't worry about house rent, they don't worry about school fees. All those kind of things are not on their shoulders. So why on earth should they be bored? But of course, you have actually seen from statistics that young people are mostly bored than adults. So we want to take it from this particular premise. I want to ask the question, why? Why does it occur? Why? Whether to young ones, to young adults, to pre-teenagers, to preteens, why does boredom occur? If you have anything to say to this particular, let's hear you.
Okay, sometimes we say it's because we don't have anything to do, like you said. But other times, when we do have something to do, but it's like something that we really don't want to do, like doing chores now. We could say we are bored because we don't want to do it.
Very good.
Doing house chores can make somebody bored.
Did you use to say that? Something that we don't want to do. So when you say that you gotta do what they don't want to do, they become bored.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other thing apart from house chores that can actually cause boredom? As I'm asking why it occurs.
Maybe the activity that they are doing is not enough to keep them occupied.
Okay.
Because sometimes I can be playing my video game. Most parents assume that once you give them video game, they will not be bored again. I can get bored of that too.
Okay. I think that one's a deeper one. That even though sometimes I can play my video games, I'll call it digital distraction, because in that it's only the period, of course.
Okay.
And in that attempt that I am bored and I want to beat boredom, or I want to make more productive use of my time, I want to let me just entertain myself. Will not try scrolling through internet, from one social app to another social app, or possibly even trying to do video game, watch movies. That's actually another form of boredom. It's like you're doing recycling of the boredom, because if you get to a particular heightened position, even though you are watching all of those things, they're entertaining you, but there is something still missing. You see, finally, I think something is still missing. That digital distraction actually very, it kills your mental creativity, because you are watching the movies, you are playing the video games, you are doing all of that, but there is still, you are still seeking for more engagement, for more meaningful engagement. You are not still satisfied. You know that something is still missing. You are still restless, you are still helpless. I've seen, I don't know if you have experienced that kind of thing. Let's him come. Have you ever experienced that kind of thing? You have nothing meaningful to do at that particular moment, and you felt that scrolling to your phone, or going from one social app to another social app, watching TikTok videos, watching movies, playing video games, could actually take away that feeling of helplessness. But the more you dig yourself deep into it, the more heightened your helplessness becomes.
Yeah.
Has it ever happened to you?
Yes, it happens.
So even young ones experience that too. Even young ones experience that. So instead of you coming out of the bottom that you're trying to beat, you are, it's like if you are roping yourself more and more into that same thing you're trying to come out from. But let's analyze this, what this young man just said. Because I know, or before we go into analyze what he said, let me even ask you, why do you think boredom occurs? Why?
One thing that can cause boredom is when you keep doing one thing
Repeatedly,
routine
beautiful.
task
Beautiful.
can result in boredom. You understand?
Mm.
Because you get bored over time with doing that same thing over and over again. Okay? And I think when you are engaged in activities that are not motivative or interesting, you understand? If the activity is interesting, you can hardly remember to be bored. You understand? So if the interesting the activity as at that time is not interesting, you get bored. Okay, that is another thing. Somebody can be discussing a topic and you are listening to the topic, but you're not finding it interesting. Before you realize it, you're already bored because the person,
I beg, I
what
want
is
to
a
go.
very
I will change the topic.
what is this person saying?
Can we just
You
change
are
the
just
topic?
bored automatically. It can happen.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
true.
that's the ones you're not finding the activity around you interesting, or repetition, too much repetition. You do hear
Same
like
way, same pattern.
so like most times what makes this kids to be bored most times is when parents overemphasize issues. It's not bad for you to emphasize some issues sometimes. When you keep saying, "Oh, mommy, I beg you, what is this? I'm not here." You understand? They get bored. They get bored. What is it?
You have said it once, you have said it again and again and again.
And we do it most I will say,
Even me,
yes,
I must confess, I am guilty of
I'm
that.
telling you, don't make me come back. And this thing is not done. Oh. And you keep repeating, and the teacher gets bored.
What
Like,
is it?
you understand? So it's boring. It can happen to anybody. Repetitive
Activities and all of that.
overemphasis,
Never overemphasis.
routine activity,
Routine.
uninteresting activity can make someone to be bored.
You are very right. And other things that could actually make young ones to be so bored also is when they are not challenged enough.
Okay.
When there are not enough challenges, the state they are in, they are so curious and they want to do a lot of exploration, do a lot of things. And when they are not challenged enough, that is why I'm saying that our school need to top up their game. They're not doing enough. Even parents too need to top up their game. When our young ones are not challenged, there is no much enough activities that could engage them totally. See, fundamentally, boredom can actually occurs when there is a mismatch between your current environment where you are in, your current environment, let me say your reality, this is your current environment, and your mental stimulation. There is something that wants to, your mind, you are imagining some things to happen, to just be, and where you are is not aligned, is not complementing what you are. Immediately you see that there is a turn off. So boredom will now occur. So when you talk about not motivating, routine, repetitive, of course, all of those things, you can see how they connect. And another thing again that actually cause boredom occurring is, we said it last week, when the activity is not meaningful and fulfilling.
Okay.
When the activity is not meaningful and fulfilling. And this young man said, when we don't want to do something that they're asking us to do them, boredom occurs. And he mentioned house chores.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why is it that doing housework is a big deal to these young ones?
I really don't
Why
know.
is it a big deal to those young? Because I was giving a narrative to my kids. And then when I was growing up, I was doing all the house chores. I was doing all the house chores. I stayed with my grandma, my grandmom's last one, which is my like her aunt, you know. But she's this kind of person that is not too okay. So she's kind of handicapped a little. So we have to be assisting. Then my siblings, I will be the one to go to market, I will be the one to clean the house, I will be the one to fetch water, I will be the one to. So the only little thing that they throw at them. So practically I'm like the kite of the house, you know. Then I was suffering. But you know when we were younger, when we were much younger as teenagers, we complain of the same thing.
Exactly.
That they are
I
suffering
was
us.
waiting for you to finish because I wanted to ask you, how did you find it? Were you enjoying
We
it?
complain of the same thing.
So it's normal.
That oh God, what is it?
Yes.
Hey, I cannot wait to leave this house. I am done. Once I leave
Yes.
this house, I will not come back. Ah, God knows. You know, and these young ones, they are still going through the same thing. So I know, like, so if they ask them to do actions, it makes them bored.
Yes, it does. It makes them bored. Like I always tell my kids, I like don't see working or house chores as suffering. It's a part of life. It's a way of life actually. That working is a way of life that you cannot run away from, because if you don't do these things, who is going to do them for you? The same people you want to come and do them for you, they can get bored too.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody just do it, let me do mine. That's why there is division of labor in the house. So just see it as a way of life. Just do this, let me do this, you do that, and everything will be fine. Okay? So that's just it.
But deliberating on that, I could recall, I think in this particular program, we talked about house chores, if it was a necessity or a disturbance. And we talked about that topic, and I want to take our mind back to that topic that we had. House chores. If our young ones, our teenagers, and our preteens are considering it as making them maybe one of the factors that makes them bored,
It is one.
is there a way
we
we can make it interesting for them so that is there a way? I'm asking as a parent.
Okay.
I'm asking him too.
Okay.
Because he's one
Yes,
that's
we need to ask them.
yes, is there
We
a
need
way?
to ask them.
Yes. We
Yes.
want to ask you. You're not representing the young adults here. As the young adult, the teenagers, they are listening to you. They want to hear. Is there a way? Parents are listening right now. Is there a way, parents, your parents, could actually make house chores a little bit interesting so that you don't get bored when they ask you to do house chores? Can you help us here? We want to learn. Mrs. Jessica, I don't want to learn. I don't know. Mrs. Najomo, you don't want to learn. I want to learn. I want you. Please share. Is there a way? Maybe in a particular way, just give us so that we can write it down and go and tell other parents too.
Most times, if we are motivated to do something, like if we get something at the end. Some parents do that with, like, if you do house chores, they'll pay you money.
Bam bam. Madam Nancy.
I stopped doing that thing. Because that thing is bad. Because you know that it got to a point where everything you want them to do for you, they will ask you how much are you going to pay them.
You don't understand.
I'm like, how much did you pay me for giving birth to
I
you?
don't know. Yesterday.
No.
I
So
reached
you
out
have to motivate them by telling them you do something for them. Otherwise, the thing that work will be boring to them. Okay, then so you know what I'm doing to my kids right now. I'm actually engaging them, but they don't get paid at the end of the month. I tell you, so you are my PA1.
Yes, so I have that too.
My other daughter is my PA1. My other son, my PA2.
Oh, I give all of them names.
So I'm not saying your wage is at the end of the month.
Yeah, so
At the end of the month, don't forget. Like I was telling one to help me to clean up my shoe this morning. I remember you have a wage at the end of the month. And he was happy to do it.
you don't understand.
He was saying it. I didn't want to forget. So maybe they want, that's the kind of motivation. Why is it supposed to be so? Like, is it really supposed to be so?
Okay, let's look at this critically. We joke apart. Let's actually look at this critically, because it's a scenario we see in everyday homes. We see it everywhere. Let's look at it critically. Yesterday, I reached out to one of them. And please, can you help me to? I designed something. I said, this thing I designed is not too fast. Okay, you that know better. Well, work on this for me. So I sent her the link. So I was not waiting for her to send it back to me. So then we said, you're not doing that thing I asked you to do. He said, payment is involved. How much are you paying me? I said, you really? He said, yes, of course. I want to do something for you. You will pay me because you have to give to somebody else. You will pay the person, won't you? I said, okay, name your price. And I said, not big deal. I'm very, very affordable.
Mhm.
My amount is just enough calling him. And I say, no wahala. Send me your account details. I will make payment. He said, payment before service. Why am I saying that now? I said, no wahala. When you want to eat food, you will pay before you will eat. You know? But let's come to think of it. You said motivation. They should motivate you guys by giving people form of maybe payment. I will say yes and I will say no. I will say yes before that I may be paying, but I will not give them the cash.
You don't have to pay.
No, I'm not saying that now for a part that because that payment part, that motivation part could be a kind of a reward system,
It
but it
was
should
not,
be the lowest
it
form.
must not be in kind of cash paying
No,
them.
no, 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 no. That's
There are
not
ways to
now.
motivate
Yes,
or
that's not
encourage
about now.
them,
Yes,
to
we have
appreciate
different-
them.
Yes, we
But
have-
to me, see, let me tell you,
Mm.
the payment and they never get to get it. That's
Yes.
just true.
No, they are getting it without you knowing.
There's another way around.
Beautiful.
Not that I'm giving you
No,
cash,
the
I'm
cash,
paying you for
okay.
this.
They are getting it
I
without you
can
knowing.
agree to you. I will
Yes.
tell you yes, okay, but you don't get it because how would I always if you even drop me the money, I'll say, what about the chicken I bought
But
for
for
you?
you.
For me back. You understand?
You
That's
guys-
one way of paying.
Yes,
you.
that's what I'm talking
Fine, that it's funny anyway,
Yes.
but then they like motivation.
Yeah, you like motivation.
Yes,
It
there are
can
ways
actually
to
come in different
encourage
kind
them.
and all
Yes,
of that.
but not
We
that
call-
we
we call
have
it
to
reward
pay.
system.
Yes, okay,
Yes.
fine.
You
Not that
call
not,
it reward
not
system.
that you
So the child
you
wants
have
to be
pay-
rewarded for
pay
that
your,
that
your
is
own
doing for
children
you.
for them
Yes.
to get to do house chores or to do something, but there are ways of encouraging them, and it makes it sweet. It makes
Yeah,
it, and
it
you see
makes
that
it
they'll be
engaging.
competing.
Yes.
You need to see it sometimes. When I get home, one is removing my jewelry, one is
yes,
removing my
my
wristwatch,
God.
and I said,
I like that.
yeah, I'm keeping it.
Yes, baby.
And they'll be excited.
Yes, I was living. He said, sit down, you know I'm your PA, let me style you up. I said, very good. You're styling me. He said, oh, you're styling me. I said, very good. So that PA, one is community manager, one is, all of them like that particular name. We are actually using particular platform to let parents know that our children are asking you to reward them. Rewarding them doesn't mean that you have to give them cash or give them money, or sometimes it could lead to them. Don't let it be as if because they asked for it. When you make it be because they asked for it, they will look at it as if they're entitled to it.
Yeah.
I got this money because I did so and
yes,
so.
next time they will
You
want
know,
you to
so
also-
sometimes you now want to hold you to ransom to get something done because they need the money to pay from you. So let it be. Sometimes I give them that kind of cash awards. They don't actually ask for it. Oh, maybe I'm so pleased with it. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I just sent you 2,000 naira. Go and buy something for us. Hey! They did not ask for it.
Okay.
All those in that kind of circumstances, it is cool. But when you do because they ask for it, you are encouraging a form of, in a way, a packaged laziness without you knowing.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
packaged one without you knowing. So let's prove this young man more and more. Motivation by paying.
Does it really
Does it work?
prevent boredom? Like, does it
Can
give
you
them that
prevent boredom?
excitement
Can
to
you
want
take away that boredom?
to
That's-
do what they have to do?
because you
in
don't
the house?
actually like this particular thing they're asking you to do. Because I was thinking that you're going to be saying they should give you chores that you like. Because everybody has chores that they like.
Yes,
I, for when I was growing up as a child, I never liked going to fetch water. Do you know why I hated fetching of water? Because I was still in an upstairs. We are still in an upstairs, and the water that we're fetching is from the well. So you will climb down and you put a bucket into the well and drag out water and fill your bucket. So you are going to be doing that drag like maybe 3 to 4 times for your bucket to get filled up. You will not carry that water on your head. You will not climb staircase. Then you not go and empty inside one big drum and you go down again and repeat that process. My sister, I'll be crying as I'm doing that. I do not like fetching of water. I do not like grinding of pepper. And that back then in those days, because I grew up with an old woman, like buy her blender, you are wasting your time. It is what they do in granny so that it's sweeter.
Exactly.
So you will not have to be just imagine you using granny so to be blending melon and beans. So I hated all of those two things growing up as a child. So now that I thought he's going to be saying, give us chores that we love.
Okay.
or
So
that
I
we
think
are
they have
engaging
chores
in.
that they love. What about the ones they don't love? Who's going to do it?
Fine. That's where there is like a comma. Because when you are now on your own, are you not going to say because you love sweeping, you only be sweeping your house and the dishes you will not do them?
Yes, because
The
the
laundry
laundry
you
you
not do
become
them.
a bachelor or a spinster before you become
You get it
you
now.
have your own family.
So that is why most times I like them. It isn't necessary. Once they are finished school, or sometimes If there is a place that you know that your children will be comfortable, drag them to that place and leave them alone and let them be on their own.
At the university, they get to do that.
Let them be on their own. Of recent, one happened that I think he went out for like 1 week holiday to a place that he has not been before. For that 1 week, as he came back, I noticed some new changes, new character, new things. I say very good. No, in a positive way. I say very good. Once in a while, let them be, take them away, so they can learn that autonomy to a large extent. So let's ask this young man: does that motivation by paying our words, our kids, our children, actually take away boredom? Okay, let me focus on you personally. Would that take away boredom? Just for instance, when we get to the house now, we'd say, you're going to mop everywhere, I'm going to pay you 2,000 naira. You don't want to take away boredom.
No.
So if it is a no, so this is not a workable plan.
You see.
So
I
are
never
there
really specified pain.
okay, so let's hear you.
Pain doesn't really, what do you call it, motivate me. Because at the end of the day, most of the time, they will just say they forgot and they don't have money, or they were just joking. So that does not really motivate me.
It's okay. So what other motivation can we give? Can make people take your house chores seriously?
Most of the time, I like spending time with my siblings or my mom, but they don't mostly have time. So they can say do this work and then we'll watch a movie together or we'll go out together. That's when I'll not do it.
Okay.
Exchange for
Keep
quality
to your
time.
promise.
I will.
You promise.
I am.
We watch a movie
I
together. Parents
will.
are listening. Most times we don't keep to our
We
promise.
don't keep to our
Truth be told.
promise. So exchange for
Truth
quality
be told,
time.
we don't keep to our
We
promise.
do not
And
keep
these
to our
children, they
promise.
know. Okay? So sometimes when you tell them, they'll say, Mommy, you're not
We
doing
know
it. You're
you.
just saying it just for them to do it.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's good that we should keep to our promise. So I'm happy that it's not actually saying that we should give a cash reward, like pay for the services, but there are ways of motivating. And when you
Yes.
tell them, okay, by
When
then
you
you
do
do this, I will
this,
do
I'll
this,
spend
we'll do
it
this.
to you. I will go out
Keep
with you.
it,
I'll
keep
do
to
this.
it. I remember most times if I want to make my little baby to bathe, because she always frown as going to take her bath and brush her mouth. I always say I should take her to the shopping mall. She don't hear that shopping mall.
Then last, you don't take her to the shopping mall. You don't be giving excuse that you're busy.
Yeah,
There is no
on
time.
On Sunday
We
they
come.
know
Another story will
that's the
come.
day mommy will dedicate to such kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy, say today is Sunday. I say
So
today is
I'm going to
Sunday.
shop right now. You know why they're even reminding you. You that said this, you have forgotten what you even promised.
So most times we don't keep to our promise, and it's no. But like he said, the young man said, we can make these activities interesting. When we promise certain things that excite them, that ginger them to go and do those things, we should always keep to. So watch a movie together. I don't stop you from watching the movie with them.
I'm
Even if it's 10
repenting.
minutes.
Very promise what
I'm
no one
in the
can do.
process.
Hey, I'm in the process. I'm repenting. Starting from today, if you can see. So they are not really asking that they should be paid, but whatever it is we have pronounced from our mouth to do for them, we should ensure that we get it done for them. Please, I say, is there any more thing that you want us to know as parents that we can actually work on it? We have repented. Aren't you glad that we are repenting? No, we, the three parents here, are repenting. I know that the ones that are listening to us are repenting. We can't take away boredom completely, but to a large extent to reduce the rate with which it occurs and the frequency, as in the length with which it occurs. We don't want it to be occurring too often. We don't want it occurring too lengthy within an extended period. We don't want. You are bored in the morning, afternoon you are still bored, evening you are still bored. Because we know that when boredom is extended for such a long period, it could lead to other devastating issues which we don't want for our young ones. So there are other ways you could let us know. Maybe personally from your end now that you want us to actually enlighten that we do not know as parents.
Okay, some parents already do this. Just take notice of what your children like doing the most, and just like prepare a small schedule for them. Some part of it is quality time, so part you just fill it up with what they like doing.
Okay. Mrs. Messi, oh yeah. This is our young man is giving us now. So we should take watch of what our kids like the most.
Exactly.
And that is true. Even last week when we had Jasmine, and she actually highlighted on another point that don't just tell them it's holiday period, you go and learn sewing. You go and learn hairdressing. You go and learn this. You go and learn that. You are telling the child what you want the child to go and learn. What if that they ask the child to go and learn is not something that the child wants to? So you ask the child, it's holiday, and I want 2 hours of each of your day to be dedicated to learning this and that and that and that. Or What do you want to learn? Okay, let's look for it for you. Then use 2 hours of the day to go and learn such. What do you have to say to what he said? Or if you have question for
No,
Master Christopher?
Christopher is very right. Okay, so like I say, we should give them the opportunity to engage in activities that are interesting to them. In as much as we are guiding them, we shouldn't make it boring to them by imposing certain things on them.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is holiday. Most of them are at home engaging in basically watching cartoon after. Some of them go to their summer classes in the morning, and when they come back, what they do is to play, engage in watching, playing games or watching movies from morning till evening till when their parents get to come back home. And sometimes when we come back, we start shouting and shouting, why is this thing not done? And why is this thing not done? Okay, so I think there is a way around it. With parents want to like sit with them and
You
try
just
to,
said it now that you prepare a schedule for them.
yes, sit with them, prepare a schedule, what they should do, what to
From
expect,
this time to this time
yes,
to
what
this
to
time to this
expect
time.
to be done daily, and try to make sure you are carrying them along so that at the end of the day it will not be a boring activity for them. So if you observe that these kids like doing this particular house chores, why this one enjoy doing this one, try to give them that benefit of choosing what they can do, what they can give to them according to their ability. Don't forget that there are ways you engage these children and you are actually enslaving them, because I've talked about child labor before. So give them according to their ability and according to their interest. Just as you allow them to study according to their interest, you can also allow them to do house chores according to their interest. Though it's good that you should encourage them and make them see the reason why all of them should try to learn everything to be um to diversify. Like, don't restrict yourself to learning one particular, this is what I know how to do and this is what I just want to do. It's not too good. You should make them see reasons why it's not too good, that they should try doing something else. Like for the guys, there are some of them that believe that cooking is not for men. Okay, so those are actions that
If cooking is not for men, then you shouldn't eat at
that
all.
are not interesting to them.
That's
But there are
true.
some that finds interest. Like I
Yes.
said, in my house, my son now he's more interested in
the kitchen.
being in the kitchen than my elder daughter. You know, my eldest daughter, she's even the eldest child. So sometimes I used to query her that, look at your brother, you know what I'm saying? But that's where his interest in. Before you mention kitchen,
It's
he's there.
already there.
Before you mention prepare noodles, mommy, I will do it. Before you mention make spark, mommy, I will do it.
Oh, I saw that as I don't know, but to a very large extent, I see that as if it's a characteristic with second children,
Okay.
irrespective of their gender. Most homes I've been to, and even growing up, so many cases, you see the second child taking charge of the kitchen. I don't know why it is like that.
Okay.
In most homes, whether the child is a boy or a girl, so far that second position, you just see that second child like that kitchen. I don't know if it. At least I've seen so many countless cases, even from my own home. You know, me I don't
Then
like
if
kitchen.
that's the case, then that's fine. But no, I was wondering, like, why is it that
Second
a
kids.
boy will be more interested in, you
Second
know,
kids, irrespective of their gender,
like
they like.
but I always tell them it's good for everybody to know how to do every
Yes,
chores.
yes.
Like in my house, I rotate it from time to time. Every 3 months, I change your duty. If before now, some used to sweep outside, some used to sweep inside the house, some do the dishes.
Okay.
So after 3 months, I'll now reshuffle it.
Okay.
And so that's how they get to learn how to do the different.
Okay. Let's dwell on this particular preparing a schedule for your child,
Okay.
because you said you're already doing it. Did you do one for your child, for your kids particularly?
For the holiday,
Yes.
Actually, the truth is that when it comes to studying or what they do, I've not done that.
No,
Apart from
schedule that will occupy them for the holiday.
no,
Okay.
I've not.
Okay.
Honestly
So
speaking.
Christopher has given us assignment now. It's
Yeah.
Jessica, a very big assignment for us. So now we should go and draw out a schedule. But drawing out the schedule doesn't mean that you should sit in your high horse as a parent, as a father, a mother, and start drafting out what the child will do from morning till dawn. You have to carry that child along,
Just
sit with
have
the
to.
child and do the schedule together. And because it is holiday, don't make it to be one-sided. What I mean one-sided? Your schedule that you are drawing, it only has chores from morning to evening. Or only go and read your book from morning to evening. Or only games and video. When you finish watching this video, okay, go and do this video game. When you don't approve this video game, you never play PS4. You should not be one-sided. Let it be encompassing. Let it be something that we kind of touch them spiritually, touch them mentally, touch them physically, touch them socially, touch them emotionally. Let it covers every area. I actually draft out a particular pattern that can make the child, you must read. a book for the day, not school book. You must read a book for the day. You must your TV time. I give you TV time uninterrupted. But when you go and watch that TV time that you have, all of those other activities, you must do it because you want to watch that TV or video or whatever it is. Or you want to play that game that you have in your hours because that's the last thing you do for the day. Those entertaining parts, they are the last thing you do for the day. You would have finished your chores. You would have finished all that thing that you're supposed to do that is compulsory. There are so many of that, so many. We're actually working on a practical book to help parents craft out a schedule for their children based on their age, based on their interest, based on their gender.
Exactly, and
You
that
know,
interest is very important.
yes,
Sorry
based
to
on their
cut you.
interest. Like
Always encourage them to
that is
pursue
it.
their interest.
Like either I want to do basketball. Some people tell you it is football. Other will tell you it is swimming. Or some will tell you I want to stay indoors. Even if you are staying indoors, there are games that can occupy you indoors that can build up your mental capacity as a young growing child. So parents shouldn't make it one-sided. It is holiday. It is holiday. We know they are going to catch a lot of fun. So make it such a way that the child is happy, the child is interested, the child is being engaged, the child is being educated, and most importantly, the emotional capacity of that child is being developed. So don't make it one side when preparing that schedule. So let's reach out to this young man before we call it a day. Sweetheart, can you give us some ideas on how to draft to schedule? Let's talk about we're talking about you now. Give us ideas. We don't want to assume that parents know how. You give us assignments, so make it very clear for us how we can know how to do this assignment you have given us.
It's actually very easy. Like you said, entertaining part in the evening. So you can just put like morning activities under morning, afternoon activities under afternoon, and evening activities. Evening activities, like you said, entertaining, playing video games, TV time. Afternoon activities can be chores or something like that. Or you can put chores in morning, so they have time for outdoor activities if they like going out for in the afternoon.
Okay. Okay, so let's use you as a case study. Mrs. Mercy, oh yeah, fire questions. Let's use it as a case study. You and Mrs. Mercy are not drafting out your own schedule for the holiday.
Okay, so CJ, if you are given such schedule, will you be able to keep to it? Won't it become boring over time if you continue to do those things repeatedly?
Okay,
Okay.
very good question.
Remember, routine can also lead to boredom.
Yes.
True, yes, but the way I like doing it, sometimes I can just interchange it. Like
Okay.
sometimes I go out to play basketball with my friends or my cousins, or I go and visit my friends. Like on Monday now, I can go and play basketball. On Tuesday, I'll not go and visit my friends. But if you're saying over the weeks and over the months, I can be changing. Sometimes I change them weekly.
Okay.
Some on next week Monday, I can just stay inside play video games if I'm already done with my chores in the morning.
So that's the point. That's exactly, but that your schedule should not be like,
Shouldn't be static,
yes,
cast on a stone.
you can change it,
Yes, you
like
can.
alternate it. Like,
Can.
okay, if today I choose to play basketball, tomorrow must not be basketball by this time. It can be something else. That's what I'm
Yes.
trying to, the point I'm
So
trying
each
to
day of the week.
because don't forget we are looking at this boredom.
Yes, this
how to
boredom, how to
eliminate
beat it and make it more productive.
Yes. So that is it. I think it's a good one.
It's
talking
a good
with,
one. Talking
Master
with
CJ.
Master CJ. So it's a good one. Parents, you have heard what the young lad has said, that we should prepare them a schedule, and the schedule that we prepare for them, we should involve them in that particular schedule, and we should not make it, in as much as I said, that we should not make it one-sided. We should make it such a way that it is they get to see new thing every other day. The one I actually crafted was that on Mondays, what is happening on Monday, not what is happening on Tuesday.
Okay.
What's happening on Tuesday. So all of your Mondays, throughout the holiday, you are doing similar thing. All of your Mondays. So all of your Tuesdays, you are doing similar thing. So by the time you finish this particular Monday, when the day has come and gone, the next day you are focusing on another different activity entirely.
Okay.
On Wednesday, different activity entirely. Before you go and repeat what you did on Monday, 1 week has gone. You will not, your mind will not even be there that you are repeating it again. So parents need to
Sometimes
be
you even look forward to
creative.
it when
Oh
it's
God.
interesting. You look forward
Parents
to
need
that
to be
day to come.
creative.
Yes.
You know, you can actually have a very interesting, engaging holiday with your kids, and you are not shouting, you are not screaming, you are not yelling, the children are not feeling bored. Everything. That's because it is well planned.
Yes.
But we do not actually have that time. So you as a parent, becoming a parent and being a very good one, it's not by mouth. So it involves a lot of thinking, a lot of creativity, a lot of planning, and you have to be very effective at it with your kids. You cannot do it in isolation. That you sit here and you're not shouting. So parents, let's do the needful. So we always say that we're not short of what to say, but we're always short of time to express what we have inside of us to our young adults and to their parents listening to us. So, young man, a final word, just a word to say bye from today's episode.
Don't let boredom control you, control your boredom.
Very good.
Hmm.
Don't
That's
let
well.
boredom control you. Control your boredom. What do you have to say, Mrs. Mason?
Eliminate boredom by engaging in interesting activities.
Oh, beautiful. I've said before, boredom can be productive at the same time, can make a mess of you. So please take the right path and beat boredom by all means. I'll be seeing you, same station, same program, same time next week. Bye from all of us at this